When we see the visual world around us, we tend to think of it in terms of human colour vision. But in fact, animals often see the world very, very differently. So many birds and insects and amphibians, for example, can see ultraviolet light, which we can't detect. Many insects can see polarised light, which again we can't detect. And so this opens up a whole new visual world to animals. My research focuses on animal signalling and animal colours, but I think in order to truly understand animal colours, you have to understand the visual systems which are actually looking at those colours. So I try and understand animal colours in terms of the visual systems of their predators, and in the terms of the visual systems of other conspecifics, other individuals of the same species, such as potential mates, which might want to look at them.
The idea of our exhibition is to look at the different colours which you see in the animal kingdom and to think what they evolved for. Did they evolve for other conspecifics, or for predator evasion, or for predators to try and capture their prey?
So if it evolved because of predator evasion, you might expect the colours to be quite dull.
No, that's not necessarily true, because here we've got a really, really interesting genus of beetles from Mexico, which they appear green and cryptic against green foliage to their predators, such as birds, but to each other they appear really bright because they reflect polarised light. Now, birds can't detect polarised light, but they can. And so this is a secret hidden channel of communication which they can use for intraspecific communication.
What is intraspecific?
Oh, sorry. Intraspecific communication is communication within a species. So when individuals of the same species want to communicate with each other, but in this case without allowing their predators to eavesdrop on that communication.
So different animals have different numbers of cones, different types of cones in their retina. And what they can see, therefore, is different wavelengths of light. So, for example, humans have 3 different cones, and that means that we can see 3 different wavelengths, which gives us a whole gamut of colours which we can perceive. Whereas dogs, for example, they're dichromatic, so they have a much, much less colourful world that they live in.
You've got a picture of a monkey on your exhibit. Do you want to tell me about where that fits in?
Yeah, so this is a picture of a marmoset, which is a New World monkey, and these guys are actually really fascinating because the males are dichromatic. They're 2 different colour receptor cones, whereas some females are also dichromatic, but some females are trichromatic, so that means they see like most other humans. Now, the dichromatic chaps don't perceive red very well. However, the trichromats really do. So it's thought that even within a species you get these differences because one is really good at foraging for fruit, so the bright, ripe fruit is brightly coloured. However, the dichromats are thought to have an advantage when foraging for cryptic insects. So for somebody with 3 colour cones, these completely blend into the environment. However, for the dichromats, they're thought to be much more easily distinguishable.
Is that why we have colourblind humans?
Absolutely, so it's potentially something from our evolutionary past.
And I suppose during the war, I've heard that they used to use colourblind pilots, and that seems really strange to have colourblind people, to search out on the ground.
They were looking for camouflage tanks and things like that because, again, this really fits in with the New World primate idea. They're better at finding cryptic things, whether that's insects or whether that's tanks, than the trichromats are. So, yeah, that would really fit in.